First things first is you always want to make sure the water is onto the dispenser. There's going to be a slop sink or something next to it that this dispenser is hooked up to. Water must be on. All you got to do is this is a screw cap. You make the screw cap to the bottle, turning it clockwise, but you don't want to tighten it snug yet. You want to make sure it can move around. You see how that's working? The reason is when you put it into the dispenser, you want to make sure that it's able to spin a little bit to allow the tube to fit the dispenser or fit the product into the bottle. Once it's in there, then you hand tighten it until it's to be over tightened, over ratcheted. Just as long as it's snug, it's going to work just fine. And then you would close the door. This dispenser is meant to be locked because in a post-acute setting, you want to make sure your chemicals are locked up. There are residents that have dementia. There are some that, for whatever reason, may want to try drinking some of the chemicals. This is not going to allow them to do it. So you just simply lock the door once you're done. It's just a turnkey, and then have the staff or have your EVS director on staff house the keys or a housekeeping manager. To use the dispenser, it's very, very simple. You select the product you're going to want to use. Each number is dedicated to the chamber. So this is chamber 1, this is chamber 2, chamber 3, and chamber 4. And that's going to tell which product you want to dispense out of the dispenser at that given time. You have spray bottles that are, then they would tighten up their cap. The other thing is it has a remote bucket fill operation. We're still selected to chamber 1. Glass cleaner, odds are you're not going to be filling buckets with glass cleaner, but let's pretend this is a floor cleaner for purposes. All they do is they take the bucket fill hose. There's a button right underneath the handle here. You click it in, and that turns the dispenser on for bucket filling. It has a bucket fill lock, which is this red switch. And once that's in, they can do hands-free bucket fill. They can just put it in there. Hopefully they don't walk away, but they don't have to sit there for 5-10 minutes filling up an auto scrubber or anything with their hands on the button anymore. They can put it in, step away for a few minutes, or not just have to sit there like this all day long. It makes it a lot easier on them. Once they're done, they just push in on the button and the bucket fill releases.